Hello everyone, welcome to Tony Talks. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit on that notification button so that you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comment. Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
Papa Rano, my problem is that, so is it that lawyer, that Mohbad lawyer that's representing Wunmi now, is one that will represent Mohbad at criminal court?
But boy, you understand, money. No, I want investigating Mohbad, right?
Ben.
So I want lawyer titi that don't share label ìjọba. So I want know are responsible of our case, anything criminal case. See, about investigate, send in our filing. See, lawyer don't represent So I want money prosecutors, public prosecutors. So I want no take case in the court. That is lawyers la want. Okay, I want ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́pàá. Àwọn ló máa take case yẹn lọ sí court, ló máa lọ dúró, ló máa lọ gbèjà ẹni ní court. Okay, so every other person, Baba lawyer or African TV lawyer or Kabe Foundation lawyer, gbogbo àwọn yẹn ibi corona inquest ní sin ti case yẹn tí lọ sí criminal court, ibi tí wọ́n ti lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ ni, ibi tí wọ́n ti lè ṣiṣẹ́ nìyẹn. Tó bá dé court wọn níṣẹ́ kankan ṣe ń bẹ̀, ta ni wọ́n as who? Bí tani kì í ṣe kéèsì bàbá ibi tẹ́tà wọn pé kì í ṣe kéèsì bàbá nìyẹn, kéèsì tó jẹ́ kéèsì bàbá ní DNA. Bàbá àti Wunmi wọ́n wà ń court nísìn lórí case DNA ibi tí wàá ṣe tó ti lè ṣiṣẹ́ nìyẹn, but lórí ikú tó pa Mohbad is a public case. Ṣé ń get? Okay.
Ben, mo ti understand this. Ṣe rí mi sìn.
So ó yẹ ká ló bá jẹ́ àwọn lọ́yà má bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ pé kí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ní criminal court dem gangan.
Now, Paparano, let me say this here. Yes, the police have their lawyers, but the commissioner of police can also outsource that case. This is what I mean. If commissioner of police look at his own arsenal of lawyers and say, no, I don't have enough hands, or no, I don't have capable hands, or all my lawyers are busy, they can engage Wahab Shitu to be a prosecutor of the police. They can outsource that matter to another lawyer, but that lawyer will stand as the police lawyer. Are you getting me? You can outsource
under the permission of the general of the state.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, you are now the prosecutor. You would also now become the prosecutor.
I mean, that's true fiat now. You want to fiat.
So you now become the prosecutor. Only the suspect will go and get. Yes, then all the suspect will now go and get their own lawyers.
So
if the police see that Wahab Shitu can better handle this job more than their own personnel, then they can. But Wahab Shitu can become the prosecutor.
Exactly.
Working for the police,
just like in the case of
having gotten all the facts, so you will now stand as the prosecutor against
like
the suspect lawyers.
Case like the case of Timothy and Adedeye.
Exactly.
Yeah, but again, we have to
so we can outsource those jobs.
Yeah, listen. That is if the government.
So that is where Shitu will have Shitu can be relevant.
Okay, right. But what if government
can be relevant? It can still be relevant. It can still outsource the job.
What if government doesn't approve?
We can pray that. It depends on negotiation. No, it depends on negotiation. It depends on negotiation.
If the reason why they don't have people is for inquest and criminal court, why is someone happen? Okay, now want to show inquest. Then don't forget, Wahab Shitu will not be the only lawyer. We need lawyer too can ask for fiat. Any foundation lawyer who is interested can ask for fiat. It's going to be from merit.
No. Have you seen the engagement, the terms of engagement? What? Have you seen the terms of engagement? So why are you saying that it's for inquest and criminal case?
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what the
terms of engagement for hardship.
Jebi has been lamenting that the reason why they get him.
See, whatever that lady says, don't take it with a pinch of salt. No. Whatever that lady says, don't take it with a pinch of salt. Don't ever believe
in criminal court. That's what they believe. That's what is in their head. That
it's a lie. It is a lie.
It's not become about.
It is a see. Oh, that is where we are all moved, in the sense that if a lawyer tells you that, you should want to not tell the lawyer, say, lawyer, what do you mean? Are you the one going to criminal court? What is your own case? Your own case stop at inquest. So I'm not paying 10 million, I'm paying 50 million, or I'm paying 2 million. And who tells you that you are going to go to criminal case?
To sure. What to pay more than criminal court? To sure. In fact,
sure now, exactly. So why are you accepting that offer?
Not possible, but I mean,
it's not possible. Wàá ṣe tó oníkankan ṣe ní criminal case. Tí police ọba hire ẹ̀, that's the end of his matter. Except police hires him, and the police will pay him, not Baba Mohbad. Police will pay him. But they don't hire him.
No,
but that stops at criminal at the inquest.
Baba, you understand, Cham?
No. If police hires him to be the prosecutor, police will pay him.
Why don't you dáwọ́ fún Fálànà gbà yẹn?
No. Ìyẹn àwọn ọlọ́pàá ló ń lọ Fálànà láti take case kọ́tà ń sọ nìyí. But eléyìí bàbá ló ń lọ wá àti fún ọlọ́pàá mi. Do you understand?
Yeah, Papa Robert, but tí wọ́n tọ́ láti understand ni pé nígbà yẹn àwọn public náà dáwọ́ ń gbà yẹn tí Fálànà ní pé yes pé owó yẹn tó tún lọ fún àwọn aláìní gbà yẹn.
Ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ lómi ti sọ àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti sanwó fún un àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ láti gbowó everybody.
But ó kí ló ń gbowó náà.
Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti sanwó fún un, it's normal. State ló approve to take over the case. That's what we want there. Kí n ṣe kí bàbá kì í ṣe ìyá Timothy àbí bàbá Timothy. Àwọn èèyàn kọ́ lópin state gbọ́dọ̀ approve any lawyer tó wá máa take criminal case.
Ọmọ màá yà.
Ní ṣe kò tí anybody kọ́ lè hire. Ibi tí ẹ ti lè hire lawyer ni that is civil case. Tó jẹ́ case ní gbogbogbò bóyá mo jẹ́ ní oṣù sẹ́yìn owó oṣù fún ìgbọ̀n bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí àwọn ìjà à ń dín ìpín àwọn alẹ́ síkẹ̀ máa ní lọ́ọ̀yà tó lè máa ní lọ́ọ̀yà tó láti fẹ̀mí àti ẹ̀mí àti eléyìí ìjà ìjọba àtàwọn tó fa Mohbad ìjọba ní lọ́ọ̀yà bọ̀ tí lọ́ọ̀yà àwọn ìjọba ọ̀bá wà trusted ìjọba lè wá wò kéèké o lọ́ọ̀yà wo la tó lè bẹ́ẹ̀ lè fi búùtù tó ní tí gbogbo àwọn administrators tó ń ṣe kí ní ẹ̀yà ọ̀sẹ̀ ẹ̀ka ti hálà. Understand? Àbí any other lawyer tó ń say yes ó ní credit
ó ti ní kìíní ju ó ti understand.
So ibi táwọn èèyàn ti dáàbò ibi tí a ti ní problem ni pé àwọn èèyàn ò mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní criminal court wọn kàn ń parọ́ fún everybody tábàdé pé kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní criminal court wọ́n máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. So everybody, this is the question we have to be asking. When you see all this Baba team or Baba lawyer or Yomi family, you guys should be asking Yomi, okay, the lawyer that you want to get now, where will the lawyer? Okay, you should be asking them, okay, is Wahab Shito ready to take over this case? Is that one of his plan? Abi they are just playing with our brain and delaying the time and making us think that something good is going to happen. And then later when we don't say anything, we'll get tired and we'll just go sleep. mesmerizing with our brain. Mesmerizing with our brain. Thank God. Thank God that we are seeing the in and out of this case. And knowledge is power. When you have the knowledge, when you know what is supposed to be done, nobody will play on your brain. You will tell them, this is the right thing. Go and do it. And now, in this case of Verydarkman, okay, again, it's because Verydarkman don't know, what to do, whatever. And that's the same problem we have in this country. In the Mohbad case, we have learned, seeing the things that we should have done. Some of those things is too late. If anybody, let me say your family lawyer, is applying to join inquest, they may not even want to accept because they'll be saying that our inquest is almost done now. Where were you all this time? All this time, where were you? Inquest don't they finish now. Maybe 1 or 2 inquests don't finish. After this one, maybe next one finish. What do you want to do? We don't interview we have cross-examined all the main witnesses. So what does family lawyer want to come and do an inquest? What is left? Kilo Sheku, Kilo, should they start because of him again? So again, that side, there is nothing much to do again. Court. Your family lawyer won't go represent Mohbad for criminal court. No, now. You could just sit down for a paparazzi, sit down. As observer, and it don't work. So people should ask and tell the family whatever he has is only going to be relevant if he gives it to the police. That's where it's going to be relevant. I don't know how it's going to be relevant. No, evidence. Evidence is not to be eaten. Evidence is to use it to. If you give police those evidence and police don't act on it, now as an activist, you can now put pressure on them. You can now say you want to take them to court, you want to challenge the police for having that evidence and not acting on it. Or you expose it to the whole world. You expose it. Don't keep evidence, expose it. If you have video where Wunmi is killing Mohbad, you give police not do anything. Then bring it to the public. Let us see it. Let us see it. You understand? Maybe you should request back. Or let me mute and unmute you. Mute, unmute. Then try to speak now. Try to speak. If it's still not coming, then maybe increase your volume. The volume of your phone is low or something. And then request back. That's the next option. Or go out of the live stream. Or off your phone. Switch off. Restart it, then come back. So this is the thing. In the Verydarkman case, Adibi Verydarkman too has learned a lot from the Mohbad case. The first thing Verydarkman should be doing is to be calling on the police, petitioning Bobbyrisky back, because that information was out about money laundering, about Bobbyrisky. Let him be petitioned back for full investigation into Bobbyrisky, into his asset, the things he owns, his house, and all of those things that Bobbyrisky mentioned in that audio, and also for maligning the reputation of the Nigerian police, the EFCC. I think he should, Bobbyrisky, is it she or he? He should also be investigated for that. And also, when Bobbyrisky said in his post that his ex-man, all right, what does Bobbyrisky mean that his ex-man? Let that be investigated. What does he mean, his ex-man? Is it saying that Nigeria does not encourage transgender? Okay, Nigeria does not encourage transgender. Is it saying that he's no longer neither transgender or homosexuality or LGBTQ? Nigeria does not encourage it. So when he says his ex-man, is he saying that before he was a man, now he's a woman? Is that what he's trying to say? I don't understand. If he's just a cross-dresser, that's different. People, you see many people dress with woman clothes. This is normal thing. I don't think that's not an offense in Nigeria. Okay, Papayano wear brazier, dressed like woman. It's not an offense in Nigeria. But the Papayano now say that, okay, I want to go and be having sex with another man, that's a big offense. It's a felony offense in Nigeria. If I say that I want to go and change my pekus, change my bola and put pekus, do Bobby, do Nash, that is an offense in Nigeria. And that is not acceptable. It's against our culture, it's against the law of Nigeria, and that must be respected. That must be respected. I don't know. People like Bobbyrisky should be living outside Nigeria. I mean, that is where they do all of those stuff. Should be living outside Nigeria. And for Bobbyrisky to be pampered, I think it's time that they get serious with that guy. Okay, it's time that the public understand the mess that this guy is doing with this nonsense that he keep carrying all around. It's not good for the society. It's not encouraging. It may be a business for him to be making money, but you should understand that there are limits to those things. What do you mean by you are ex-man? That you used to be a man before. What do you mean, ex-man? You have to explain that statement. Are you now a woman? I beg you, carry your Bobbyrisky problem, the good child. Rubbish. There are fine girls all over the place. Now, man, now you say you won't go to knock. You go better fall off now. Plus those we send you now. Female gay everywhere. Now, man, on myself, I won't go to knock. So, knowing the right thing, it is one thing to learn, and another thing to know the right thing to do when there comes a problem. Okay, and that's why I said that even this guy himself, he talks a lot about things, and unfortunately, those things just end up like that without no action, just talking. Okay, Iyabojo, you talk about it. Iyabojo is using Wumi phone, IPP, the same IP address, whatever. What happened? That one don't go with that. Today, Falana, this, that, whatever. Okay, let Bobbyrisky be petition. And I don't think it's too, it's not too small to petition Bobbyrisky. Petition him and demand explanation on all of those things. Simple. Verydarkman has upper hand there. For Bobbyrisky to be maligning the name of the reputation of the Nigerian police, the EFCC, and be saying that he paid 15 million Falana, whatever. In fact, Falana should even petition. Guys, look at it. Falana should petition Bobbyrisky, or fast petition him if Bobbyrisky is lying. Or not so. Guys, is it not so? If that audio is correct, that Bobbyrisky was talking about, was saying those things about Falana, about his son, all of those things, then why are fast facing Verydarkman? Why are they not facing the person that made that audio? Why are they not facing the person that is maligning? In fact, I think that audio should be shared so that the audio can speak for itself. It's Verydarkman only played the video. It's not about playing the audio. Let it be shared. Okay? And when people are hearing it themselves, and then listen, it's crazy. Okay? He is not going to retract anything. He has not committed any offense. Why will he retract anything?
You are right. You see, in Nigeria, we always celebrate mediocrity. I think whether it was the one that leaked it or not, someone will leak the audio. The fact is this: an audio came out. An audio came out. What are you supposed to do? Let police investigate the audio. If someone's voice was there, invite the person, though only one that were named in that place, investigate them. And I think EFCC have started his own. EFCC has summoned.
Yeah, but I wish you can see what I'm saying here.
Nobody should summon VDM for anything.
No, I think I expect foundations to begin to understand their role in the society, to petition those people. That's for police to call them. Then follow up with your petition. Go and check whether police have really called them. So you understand what I'm saying? At least that will
Yes.
Don't
people should follow up on this thing. People should follow up. And VDM, I saw one thing VDM did yesterday. Wait, just wait, sir. I saw one video did yesterday. He said
No, go on.
he is not after Falana. He's not after Falana because Falana is one of the people on his emergency call when he's in trouble. He's not after Falana. But an information came out. Even if you look at that thing, if Falana say bring money, that is whatever rate, is lawyer rate, not big deal. There are many people in cases that lawyers want to seek pardon from government. It's for them to apply, it's for government to accept or reject. For me, that is no big deal. Even if you talk about the calling of father and all that, wherever, anybody that is in prison can be called and the person can talk to anyone. That for me is not a big deal. But there are two big deals in that audio. Number one is that someone was supposed to be arrested for abuse of naira.
Money laundering.
No, wait. For abuse of naira. That was what the video came out. But in the process of that, they added another charge to it, money laundering. Now, you now told the person to go and bring 15 million. It means, and you drop that charge, it means that is not the first time EFCC is doing that. It means all the Yahoo boys, they've been busting, destroying houses, they've been collecting money behind. Don't forget, there is precedent about this with EFCC. There are many cases. There was an Igbo guy that the wife said the husband was in detention, but all his money were going missing during Abakari. There are cases of drug and all that. There has always been complaint about unethical works and attitude of EFCC. It has always been. This audio is pointing it that EFCC that has been saddled with the responsibility have been corrupt itself. And I think that is what people should look at. The second one is this. There has always been allegation that certain people will be sentenced to jail, but they never serve their jail time. They are either cooling off in one hotel, one guest house of one big man you don't know. They have period when they bring them in, bring them out, and all that. Some will even leave the country. Some will even be swapped. We have political exposed people that have been jailed in this country. Former President Obasanjo was jailed in this country. He was in a cell. Chief Obafemi Awolowo was jailed in this country. He was in a cell. Talo, or former governor of Abia State, was jailed in this country. He was in a cell. That he even renovated places. Of course, they will give, in all over the world, there are segments for influential people that is better than general. He's always said, but they will be himself. But we also know that there are some people in this country that will have committed some grievous offenses and sent to jail, but are cooling off in a private guest house. This will not be, it has been rumor, but this one has pointed out. Of course, someone might say, no, that is not my voice. There are ways that they do forensic of audios. Names were named. Let them call out. Let them do timeline. If anyone is culpable, let the law take its course. It is not the whistleblower that should be punished. The whistleblower only pointed the authority to what is going on. And that is, I think that is what people, and all this stupid CLO chasing election about. This is what they should be doing conference about. This is what they should face. Corruption in the system. Corruption in the system is what they should face. And I think we need more of this. Nigeria will be better by force, by fire. We need more of it. And people should stop blaming. What is this guy problem with, what is it called? The young guy, another. That is not the point, as far as I'm concerned. It is not the point. The point is the system is corrupted and it's being corrupted by people in place of authority. That will never be accepted. Not in this country now. Some people will be punished for lesser crimes while you allow some people to go for lesser crime, saying Godfather, God that, call, no. Which kind of country with this? They've been doing this thing for so long and it has to stop. It has to stop. It happens many places, but once we see one, it must stop. I've always had cases of this on only ethical procedure by people in place of authority. People complain a lot. Yahoo people complain. Yes, they are doing crime. But when you pack them, day them well, some will say they lose their money. We saw the case of Abba Kyari now. Where is Abba Kyari today, Seth? Where is Abba Kyari today? A lot of cases like this that we should be seeing, we should visit cell and say we want to visit these people. Organizations go into prisons to give help, to train people. We should go there and see all these big people that are jailed. They should be seen. Not be say they go dead there for money, you no go see them for night. They go even carry people who make them come do lapio. They will treat them separately. Some will leave on Monday, they will come back on Sunday because someone will. A lot of things go wrong in those systems. And it's time it stopped. If you know you cannot jail people, okay, work like the American people that will say plea bargaining. But at least that is a sanction on them. Let's understand that. Yes, our prisons are jam-packed. But let's understand some crime. In the first place, Idris was not supposed to go to jail. He was supposed to be given a fine as a first offender. Now, that same judge that has been transferred to Kwara now, that handled Arifa Dem Veron case, was the same judge. She's high-handed person. But be that as it may, the judiciary have done its job. Should the prison authority be complicit? No. Should the EFCC be complicit in this allegation? No. It means many people have been, it means sometimes they will probably give people some charges just for those boys to extort them. They will put charges on your paper that you spend money, but there is money laundering. That is this, that is this. And you will now negotiate. They will take some off. They will collect money. It means that is what they do. It means that is what they do. That is crime everywhere. And sincerely, it's not only in Nigeria. It happens everywhere. But it is the job of the people and the system to be watchdogs. If you are not watchdog, everything go but now. Now so it be, Jerry.
Good morning, aristocrats. How are you, my
morning, Sue. Ade, madam.
That is why I sent you those articles, and also I would like you to, and I agree with everything you have said 100%. The only aspect I think you omitted was what I discussed yesterday. If we know all of these things happen almost everywhere in the world, yes, and there are presidential treatments or preferential treatments. Yes, I agree with everything you have said. The only thing is for the caliber of Falana to be mentioned. That is the area you have not talked on. I think hold on, sir. Hold on. I think that is the area I am trying to look into. Also knowing his involvement in Mobert's case, number one. Because also, and why I am emphasizing that area, that's the line I chose to talk. And the reason is pardon is free. It's merited, I believe. It's not negotiated financially. So for him to be saying, I mean, it's just like when they say bail is free, but you have to pay this. So to me, that is the area I really want to explore. Thank you.
Yeah, Supreme. Thank you for your thoughts. This is my own thoughts. Aristocrat, just permit me a round up on this. Okay. Public commentaries about the legal profession and lawyers I think we are not addressing it the way it is. Okay? It is the job of lawyers to do your dirty jobs. It is their job. In my opinion, though, to do your dirty job. They know this is dirty, they know. But it is their job to do their dirty jobs. And Falana is not an exemption as a lawyer. He is a lawyer. He is a son. He is trained to do all kind of jobs, dirty, clean, whatever that you bring to his table. Secondly, pardon, can be negotiated by a competent lawyer, okay, to write an application to tell the Mr. President why he should be given a pardon. It is his job to stand as your advocate in good, in bad. So the job of a lawyer is different from moral that we are looking at it. Should you do not do that? No, for me, no.
Chairman, I don't understand. What you are saying is quite different from what I said. Okay, hold on, Chairman. First of all, I directed it to Aristocrat because we had a previous conversation. But, even your response is off my point.
No, you said.
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
Falana.
I don't care. We know there are dirty cops, dirty lawyers, dirty doctors, dirty teachers, dirty lecturers, dirty people in all professions. Okay, my point is, can I please, if you interject, you will never understand me. If you keep interjecting, you will, first of all, okay, you will not understand if you keep interjecting me. Okay, that's why I directed it to Aristocrat. I sent him some documents. We started this conversation yesterday. And the area I'm going is not the area you're touching. There are dirty lecturers that sleeps with girls and give them pass mark. We all know this. But when you catch some people or when their names are dragged into such dirty mud, there should be a repercussion. That's the area I'm going to. There was this man, long time lecturer and a pastor in the church that was sleeping with girls. When he was caught, he was removed from the school. Pending investigation. I am not debating or contending your thought with you. There are dirty, every profession, doctors everywhere, teachers, lecturers, carpenters, bricklayers, they will steal your cement when you are not looking. But when they are caught or dragged or alleged, what I'm saying simply is he needs to be suspended pending investigation. And after investigation, if his hands are clean, we'll send him an apology letter. There should be a protocol. That's all I'm saying. I'm not arguing what you are saying with you.
It's okay.
And you are preaching to. You are singing to the choir. I am not talking that there are Ishe. No. Ishe, but on the team, continue. Tomorrow he will still be in court defending his other clients.
What has it done?
Mr. Chairman, sir.
That's why I said I'm not aristocrats the Momba sọ̀rọ̀. Torí ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ àsọ tí ó lè ní àwọn nǹkan tí mo jù sí wọn.
Okay.
Supreme, let me buttress what you just said.
Thank you.
So that maybe Mr. Chairman can be clear. Bobbyrisky said something. You know, whenever you want to consider any action taken, you have to consider what is the basis, what was at the back of the mind of the person taking that action. Bobbyrisky made a statement. He said he gave Falana so amount. He said, you know that the system is corrupt, that there is corruption in the system, which means he knew that he was sending him on a corrupt mission. So for him to have considered to an agent or client to embark on a corrupt, you said lawyers are meant to defend. This is not a defense now. This is to carry out a corrupt project. So he too knew that he was wrong. He too was not there for issue of pardoning in the clear sense of it.
All right,
he was there to get it to this morning.
Can you help me?
All right.
Wait,
Chairman.
What was the job that was given to you?
No,
I want to
Aristocrats, hold on. Please hold on, sir. Let me say one thing. There was a time not too long ago, as around Aja area, I believe, there was a foreigner. And it was it around Aja or at the airport? I can't remember. I think it was around Aja. A foreigner was asked for a bribe, not knowing who the person was. I think maybe a big guns or something like that. I don't know. And then those the policemen were reprimanded. Why? With Chairman, your own point and what your argument is, we know now, no big deal. That's what you are trying to say now. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying, well, my share, but until about money barao, there should be an action plan. That is what I'm saying. Chairman, we should not be in the public be promoting and advertise that yes, no, I refuse. Change begins with you and I. Thank you.
Let me just make my comment. Sorry, Sue. I did not read all the attachments, but it doesn't stop me from contributing. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Number one, let's go to the basis involving Barrister Falana and his son. If we listen to that audio, Barrister Falana has not committed any crime. Number one, what that audio was trying to say is Faz call. Number one, that does not suggest that Faz knew the guy was not in prison. If you are in prison, you can be rich. They will call you. You will receive call. Now, Faz called maybe as a friend and told him, what's up? This is your matter. It's supposed to be a slap on the wrist, not sentence. Everybody knew. And it was like, okay, I will talk to my dad. Let's see what we can do through the system. Now, it is not a crime for a lawyer to want to seek pardon for someone that has been sentenced. It is not a crime. That is no crime about it. Because it is an opportunity within the system to present an appeal to the authority to say, look at this based on the crime of this person. The crime of this person, as it was treated in court, was abuse of naira. There are precedents. This person was never committed for that offense before. This is a first offender. And there are other people that have done things like this that they were fined or made to do community service. Now, for this judge to do this, I believe what he will appeal to is one to the Judicial Council to say it seems to be the judge was high-handed in handling this judgment for this young man. If his appeal scales through, he will because they will consider a pardon for him. It is something that can be done. In this country, there are people that have committed grave offenses that they had presidential pardon. It is there in our law. It can. But the job of a lawyer or any lawyer, irrespective of his caliber, just let me finish, man. Wait, man. Just let me finish. Any lawyer, whether it is Falana, it is Ogunlana, it is Olana, whatever, can explore that route since it is. Now, the money that was given will probably be his fee as a professional. It is his fee. If he says, oh, it will cost you 1 billion, Baba mi only 1 billion, oh yeah, Lord, pari one. Oh, no yet. And it is not even guaranteed. It is 50-50. Because if I appeal and say no, it will be rejected. But it is. And the guy say, okay, I will take it if they can give me leniency. It is within our law. It can be exploited for those who understand it. Now, as the man committed crime, he has not. Because there will be other cases like that they will have tried. They might have tried 100 and it has failed, but that has not. Also, what if it's even the way you are looking at it is a crime? Number one, it is an allegation. It has an investigation need to start. Once an investigation starts and the man is called, invited to answer to it, and the police look at it and he seems culpable, then number one, it is not constitutional that he says, I should be suspended or whatever. He might say, for this matter, I am recusing myself, I will not get involved, but that does not affect his chamber. His chamber goes on because it is professionalism. If the Nigerian Bar Association sees it as something that they should deal with, they will deal with it. That will be done because this is a professional thing. And because it's a professional thing, and because it is within the legal framework for lawyers to do this kind of thing, that is why it is a matter that must be well looked at, and for them to establish that, number one, is this thing true? If it is true, if it is confirmed by him, they would now look at the manner of going through this, then they will bring in different action. But we cannot all just stand on the moral ground and say, because anybody in the public accuse anybody of anything, then the person should say, I recuse myself. No, it doesn't happen like that. There are millions of allegations in the air. Anybody can make any allegation. It has to be substantiated before anybody, which means what it means is, as a public person, and we all know, anybody that has public presence, anybody can wake up and accuse them. Are we now saying that once you hear about any accused, quickly run and say, oh, I recuse myself from this? You can't be doing that. You are going to run mad. Is it every time you need to do that and they will now write letter of apology? No. We know people in this world that someone will just write, you are my father, you are my daughter, you are this. And when they find out the person is nothing, should that person just say, my wife, I divorce you for now because someone says I have an illegitimate child. When I clear my name, I will come back. It does not happen like that. So when things are well done, it is not everybody that abuses you that you reply to, or it's not everybody that calls you weary only because you are a public figure that you will say, yes, I am only, I'll stop talking. But we should also look at things like if we are in his position. And that is why we have organizations all over the world that does not look things just on the peripheral, but try to explore things and ensure that the right thing is done. But I think Barrister Falana has come out to say he never spoke with this guy. And even Idris have said that audio is not his own. Now, we as a public, what we should do is to call on the authority to investigate it, do forensic for that audio, check what you need to check, and ensure that this thing is true. If it is true, explore involvement, depth of involvement. If it comes to criminal, do your job. And I think everybody will be fine. Thank you, ma. That is how best I can answer.
Well, I think you did justice to it. I think the case is taken forward. An investigation should be started or they have called on the characters to report. So, but to me, if I am in the position of power, I'm not going to say, everybody don't get bribe. If you are caught, you should be reprimanded, because if you're talking about cleaning up the system and you want a better Nigeria, just like I gave you that example of the policemen that collected bribe from that foreigner, they were not pardoned. Okay, they were not pardoned. I think they were actually fired, if I am not mistaken. And that is another thing that we are saying, that the law only works for the common people. And some people seems in Nigeria, it seems, I stand to be corrected, to be above the law. Because pardon, like you said, yes, there's nothing wrong in my lawyer telling me, or my legal counsel, or anyone legal counsel say, even you and I believe that, they probably, that woman, we know her. Awogboro is Arifa's lawyer, just like you said. And we know that she's very, very...
She was a judge, not lawyer.
Judge, rather. She was very strict. We even went as far as saying that, Mountain of Fire and stuff like that. We talked about her, very well, in depth. And we know her. And you and I think right here on Bobbyrisky's platform, we thought someone like Bobbyrisky should actually get a fine, and a fine, should pay a fine.
Yes. He's a first offender.
Yeah. Because as a first offender, and we felt, I think the conclusion we made that day was that judge, Burusha, mountain, Thknk, and we kind of moved on from that conversation. So if Falana SAN felt the same way, and we are first, and he was contacted via his son, being son, I see Bobbyrisky are friends. That they help Bobbyrisky now. First offender, they help it. And he said, okay. Let me place a call to the IG or whoever. I'm just throwing names out there, and try to intervene and try to get him, pardoned. It's okay. I don't have problems with that. Now, but for the caliber of Falana to be saying, for me, 10 million, coming to negotiate and say, like if I'm a doctor and I want to, a patient is on a transplant list, and a kidney surfaced, and I'll go to my clients and say, or my patient, and say, kidney to wow, but we need 10 million so that I can bump you up, or so that you can get the next kidney. If something of such is unethical, I don't know, aristocrat, you've been trying to water this down in my ears. It might be me, but you've tried to water it down. It could be safety reasons or whatsoever. I am not sure. But if I tell my patient, kidney tiwao, I want to give me 10 million for me to give you the next kidney now, and such a thing gets out there, it's unethical and it's punishable. Let me give you a typical example. I have a friend who is a pharmacist, an Igbo man, pharmacist. In fact, he's the director of pharmacy at a hospital. And reps, they come and sell their products, Panadol versus paracetamol. So that particular hospital, let's assume they use Panadol. So the reps for paracetamol came and were like, You have the power to change the whole inventory to paracetamol instead of Panadol, and they gave him $30,000 for that. He changed the inventory. The hospital moved from Panadol to paracetamol. Both medications are in the same class. Okay, and said they are all in the same class. Nothing spoiled, nobody died, no nothing. And he has the power. He makes the ultimate decision what brand of medication the hospital carries. Somehow, alarm blew. He went to jail for 22 years. That is when we say we live in a system that works. This is where I am thinking from. I am